Check 1 2 1 2. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another TCR podcast with your boy Impromando. And wait, what shoes are those?
Cállate, Armando, por favor.
What are
and
those?
Lily BAE, you guys. and Lily BAE.
Lily BAE is in the house.
I'm wearing those netted like baby doll shoes. And Mando already saw them. Nada más que se hace güey.
Nah.
He just wants
I've
a
seen
reaction
those
from
before.
you guys. Yes, honey, you saw them. I wore them like last week.
It's crazy. I know this was not part of the script, but I feel like super old trends are becoming trends this year, last year. Why is that? What's going on?
That's a thing. Fun fact, for those of you guys that don't know, I went to school for 4 years. My high school was a magnet. We had a magnet program, and I did. Who is calling me right now? And I did, of course, my friend Carmen's calling me. And I did a course on fashion academy and marketing. Yeah. So that's where I learned that trends, yes, they always come back. Every few years, they recycle, and here we are.
Yep, here we are with the new trends. And, well, no, the old trends came back to be a new trend. So that's what Lily BAE is wearing. But what is up, you guys? First of all, we're sorry about last week. We normally don't miss.
No, you.
We normally don't miss, and we missed last week. My flight got delayed like 6 times.
Oh yeah, I guess
while I
it
was in
wasn't
Houston,
your fault. Mm-hmm.
And the whole next day was ruined for me because we planned out. So we're like, you know what? Let's give them a fresh podcast next week, and no pasa nada. So that's what we did.
So how was it, babe? How was Houston?
Well, it was really, really good because we went with one mission and one mission only. It's to take little Rudy to the World Baseball Classic. If you guys don't know what the World Baseball Classic, it's the biggest baseball tournament in the world. Pretty much all the nations put a team together and they play to be the best team in the world. And Mexico was part of it. Mm-hmm. I had honestly no idea about it.
No, you didn't?
No, I didn't. I forgot that it was happening. So then little Rudy messages me.
He's AKA like, our nephew, you guys.
He's like, hey, man, we should go here. I was like, you know what? I'm down, but ask your tia.
He told you first?
Yeah, I kind of set it up, but why are you shocked?
Because little Rudy is it's ours because we're married now. Oh, damn, where's my ring? But he's my sister's son. Yeah, so he did text me. He was like, hey, Lily, is it okay if Mando takes me to Houston for the World Classic? And I was like, yeah, I don't care. But I was like, are you behaving in school? And if he said, yeah, okay, dale. I'm very I love for people to have experiences like this at all ages. My nephew's only 14, turning 15 this year.
Yeah, 14, 15.
But ya hace 2 años que le prometí like a little trip somewhere, and he finally figured out where, and it was Texas. So I was like, hell yeah. That shit is right around the corner.
So we ended up going to the game, had an amazing time. The game was amazing. We went to the Mexico-Brazil game, blew out Brazil, was amazing. The next day we went to the Mexico-United States game. At that point, our friends from Houston were like, I want to go. So we ended up being like 15 of us at the game. Amazing time.
Day one, it was just you and Rudy?
Yeah, it was just me and Rudy day one.
Oh, because that's the day you landed.
Yeah, that's the day I landed. We kind of pretty much went straight to the game. Honestly, enjoyed it. Enjoyed it a lot. Before we move on from there, I feel like that bonding time with little Rudy, just me and little Rudy, whatever he wanted to do, I think it was a great time. So like you said, like those moments, I feel like you don't forget, you know. So that was really good. But
he's been wanting to go back to Houston for a while. My nephew, he's a big foodie. I don't know what it is with boys nowadays, but I feel like they're very down to try all these foods and crazy big old burgers, and you know, he's always been like that. So he's always down to travel anywhere to go eat. That's like his number one,
That's
bro.
funny.
So Mando's about that life too. So I was like, váyanse. Ustedes váyanse, I'll stay. Did you think I was gonna stay, or you thought I was gonna want to go?
I didn't think you were gonna want to stay, but I kind of felt like it because we had just came back from back-to-back trips. And I think if you didn't take that trip, it was gonna be like a whole month off of no trips.
Yeah.
So it felt right there, right perfectly. So I was like, you know what? If you don't go, it's fine. I definitely, you know me, I don't know if you guys know me, but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go right now.
Yeah.
I just got invited to Vegas like in 2 weeks.
For what?
I haven't even told you, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah,
Ahí sí quiero ir.
I'm always down. I'm always down for traveling. I'm always down. So
Yeah.
When you said no, it wasn't a big deal. I know. I was like, you know what? I'll give her time to rest.
Well,
and catch
one,
up.
I don't really care for baseball, right? Just to be 1,000% honest. So I knew I wasn't gonna care to go to the games. But two, obviously we've been to Houston a million, quadrillion, babillion times, and I knew Mondo was gonna be at the game. So what am I gonna do outside of the game without him, other than just go work out with my friend and go get a coffee, the stuff that I already do here. And honestly, oh shit, my eyelash got stuck. Honestly, I had a lot of little projects here that I
knocked out,
that I have been knocking out and have been needing to do, or just a lot, you guys. We will be gone for the next few weeks. I won't have a weekend off again until May 9th, as of right now.
Except Easter weekend. But
we have an event that weekend too.
Oh, damn.
But I won't have like a weekend where I have nothing to do. Mm-hmm. Easter, we're at the beach with my family, so we have something to do.
So you enjoyed it.
So yeah, I said, fuck that. I'm staying home. Let me do some things. Let me knock him out. Another thing that we have been doing for the past few weeks is training a lot of girls. We did technically hire 4 new people to help us with our businesses, like in 1 week, you guys. And it's a lot of roles that we have never hired for.
Yeah.
So because of that, they're learning, we're learning, we're trying to figure it out. And I just felt like, no, I gotta be here because I gotta figure my shit out before we're gone for the next 2 months. Not that we're gonna be gone the whole 2 months. We'll be gone every weekend for the next 2 months or a month and a half, whatever. Yeah. But we usually leave like Friday and we come back Monday. Leave Friday, we come back Monday. Leave Friday, we come back Monday. So then we'll only be at the warehouse Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And that's if I don't have to unpack, repack those 3 days.
Which you do.
Or go buy outfits or whatever, which I usually do. So because of that, I'm like, no, I got to stay and I have to work.
But before we move on from baseball, babe, do you know why baseball stadiums are so cold?
No.
Because they're full of fans.
Oh my God.
That's a dad joke for today. But yeah, that's our Houston wrap up.
Yeah.
And that's why we missed.
Wait, you went to rodeo too, honey?
I went to rodeo too. That was, honestly, I wasn't going to go to rodeo. Because wait, we've already went. Mm-hmm. But I went with one mission and one mission only. I was like, you know what? Rockam Boots, for the first time, they're having a booth inside of the Houston rodeo. Mm-hmm. And babe, I didn't tell you this, but their booth is dead center right in the middle. I think right next to Chevy.
Oh, yeah?
Right next to Chevy. I didn't know that this whole area was so huge. It's maybe like 5 times the size of the one here. With booths and everything.
Like the ones in Leon, like that big, like never ending?
Yeah, like that. Like
was
never
it 2
ending.
story, 1 story?
No, it's just 1 story, but super tall. Towards the back, they had all the animals, the livestock, all the cows. And it was a really nice setup. But
a lot of shopping?
A lot of shopping.
Damn, I would have gone for that.
Well, I did some shopping at Rockam, but I was excited to just see the team at Rockam to say what's up. And right away, I was walking into the Houston Rodeo. And I see Junior. Junior runs into me. He's like, "Hey, let's go."
Of Rockam.
I was like, "Let's go." He walks me into the booth, and man, it was amazing. Like they have everything.
I heard they got best booth or something.
They have the best. Yeah, they won the award for the best booth in the Houston Rodeo. Which honestly, you guys, I'm not even bullshitting. Like it was a really really nice setup.
Yeah.
Think of the Dallas store inside there. Like,
damn,
it was just a nice setup, and that
they put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah, that booth was slammed.
Yeah,
slammed the people shopping. So shout outs to the team at Rockam. We just love
definitely deserve it. Some of the best people we've worked with. Obviously, they're our friends too, but I feel like even their team, their vibes, their good energy is also shown with their team. We've never met a team member at Rockam that was just not in the mood, let's say. Everyone that they hire has been super nice, and I feel like they're doing an amazing job.
They all have the same chemistry. They all have the same vibe. So shout outs to the Rockam team, man. It's motivating to see that. It's motivating to see them grow so much and be so big. And actually visited the new store también. And fairly new, who's a year old, and Andres over there, amazing too, just ready to whatever you need and any questions, and just so helpful. Everyone. So shout outs to Rockam.
Use code Lily BAE.
Use code Lily BAE. But you talked about Guariz. You talked about hiring new people. Give me a Guariz update, Lily BAE.
Oh, talking about just like right now we're saying Rockam and their team and how they add people on and they're all the same chemistry. So Guariz is growing, you guys. Guariz, Lily BAE, everything under the Lily and BAE umbrella, which is a bunch of things. If there's anyone new on our podcast, I feel like we've never really gone into detail as to exactly what do we do. Yes, we have a podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, we have mini cows because I know you guys love my mini cows, right? Just kidding. Yes, we have a podcast, The Cruda Realidad. We have the mini cows. We have Guariz Brand. Guariz Brand is our baby. That's how we started. That's how we got here. That's who we owe everything to, right?
We love it.
That is our biggest pain in the butt. Our biggest
time consumer.
Time consumer for sure.
Everything, like the biggest everything for us.
Yeah, for sure. We recently, at the beginning of the year, and we're already in March, honey. Wow. The beginning of the year.
We're at the end of March.
Exactly. At the beginning of the year, we put everything out into a huge board that we have at the warehouse, and we wrote down all of our businesses. Again, any business, anything that makes us money is considered a business.
Right.
So we have on there Guariz Brand. We have Dominating Prints, which, in case you guys didn't know, it's a print shop. We can make anything, tents for your businesses, borders, banners, feather flags, T-shirts, business cards, hats, anything you want your business printed on, we can make it happen 1,000%, right? That's been kind of like a back burner business for us. Yeah, because we have Guariz that takes up like our whole life. So we wouldn't really promote Dominating Prints because if we promote it, it'll get slammed too. And we only have so much help. We only have so many machines, let's say, right? Anyway, so we have that. We have, now we have Lily and BAE ENT, which is the banda brunches that you guys see. Consume all of my weekends in the whole year, right?
All of my afternoons.
All of the afternoons. We have, Did I say the Cruda Realidad, the podcast? We have the Party Plug, which also, when I push, consumes up our weekends.
Which the Party Plug is events, tables, chairs, tents.
It's a rental company that we have.
Marquee letters,
What am I missing? We have Lily and BAE, which is my personal page, my personal shop, Lily and BAE shop.
Which includes YouTube and all the social media pages that Lily BAE does an amazing job. Timeout. I want to send a shout out to Lily. She's so consistent. So consistent, so entertaining. And I mean, those videos she posts and a lot of help, like a lot of tutorials on there, like how to make drinks or how to, change your room. Motivation just to be a great woman, dress up and just a lot of entertainment inside Lily BAE.
It's a lot of everything.
_ BAE. Yeah. So yeah, just want to shout out that.
Thanks, honey. Then we also have Impromando.
And the reason I bring that up too is that I don't post as much because I'm behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking for the past, honestly, I didn't even tell you this, for the last 2 weeks, I'm like, what do I post?
Yeah.
Like, what content do I post? Because I'm not the type to be dancing. I don't know. Yeah. I just don't know what to post.
It's been very hard for us to post, and I'm gonna say us too because I was in that little thing for a while, because we have a bunch of businesses outside of social media. We do a lot of things, right? So Mando and I at work, we're on the laptop like this.
Yeah.
All fucking day. If the girls don't tell us, hey, have y'all ate? We'll be like, oh fuck, we haven't ate, right? Like we will literally forget. So because of that, like the last thing on our head is, oh my God, what are we posting today? Oh my God, we have to post content today, right? Yeah. Last thing in our heads, right?
But you're really good at it, babe. Like,
I try, like if I'm doing something, like I'm going to make that the content. So before, I feel like I wouldn't post as much because I would be like, what should I post? And I have to make time for that. Yeah. What should I post? So a lot of content creators, they do batch content. Like they literally make up a content scenario. Like, oh, okay, let me go let me go to a coffee shop, a girls' day vlog with me. Like, they'll literally be like, oh my God, I need a post.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let me go get a coffee and make something up, right? I don't have time for that, make something up. Like, I'm fucking busy.
Or come
right?
with me to do a home goods haul.
Yeah.
Or a Target haul.
So like Mando knows I never go to these places ever unless, for example, I have a project. I have a project and there's something that I want to do and then I go. So now I'm like, oh, hello, that could be my content. All the little random stuff that I do, like at the spur of the moment, let me make it content. If I'm getting my makeup done for a wedding, before I wouldn't have posted that because it's not my wedding.
That's true.
It's just a friend's, let's say, family's wedding, right? Yeah. Like that wouldn't. It's not important, let's say, to my supporters, right? Because like they don't know these people. But then I'm like, wait, no, I'm getting my makeup done. I'm gonna make that be my content, before and after. Bam, right? I'm getting my nails done, even though I'm basic as fuck. Fuck it, let me make that content. So that's where my mind kind of shifted a little bit. But anyways, we're getting off topic.
Wait, no.
What?
So you guys know, I like that though. You guys, like, I want to be a social media influencer, no sé qué, but I don't do nothing. Like, literally everything is content.
Yes.
And that's what Lily BAE is saying.
Even
everything
you,
is content,
like,
you know?
Let's say you're a reader and you're just at home and that's your hobby to read and you're sitting there. Record yourself fucking reading.
Because then you could post a video and say
talking
what
about
you learned.
What you just read.
That's
and
it.
That's fucking content.
That's content.
Everything's content,
Everything.
You guys. So finally, I kind of switched that. And I feel like it was a little easy for me because my content has always been very random. I don't have a niche. It's just my lifestyle. Whatever the fuck I'm doing, that's what I'm posting. And for a long time, I would see or hear little things here and there that doesn't really work. You have to have a niche. You have to have an aesthetic. It has to be a certain way. But fast forward to right now, this is the year of no niche, no aesthetic. Yeah. Like, people are sick of all that. They jump
around so much.
Of the fakeness of making things up. They want real. They want what you're actually doing. They want like real human being emotion. So I'm like, hell yeah, I've been doing that forever. I go with my nieces here and there. I'll take my grandma somewhere. I'll be with my family, God knows where. Like, I'll show you guys our Easter. Like, I'm always all over the place, even if you guys don't know.
So what you're telling Impro Mando is everything is content.
Everything's
just
content.
Just post everything.
Yeah.
Like, you don't gotta jump. I mean, you could jump on the trends if you feel like it. Like,
yeah. So like for you, since you're already on the computer all day, time lapse yourself on the computer, getting up. Yeah. Today I spent. But that's the thing. Mando's like, they don't give a fuck about this because Mando does a lot of marketing. And he's like, they don't care about this.
No, actually, it's crazy because now I started following other people that do events. And they tell them what they just did and all that. And it's so interesting to me. I'm like, if I could just tell everybody how we got from point A to point B, from Tampa to New York, what goes down behind the scenes, I think that's fucking interesting. At least maybe to two people listening.
I think it makes it easier too if you have somebody asking you the questions. Yeah. Because if you just think broadly, like, you will miss a lot of points. Kind of like when I did my Primal Labs collab. Yeah. And we had Irving asking me specific questions. And then you're able to grab clips from that. So I would say, and a lot of the times for us not recording content is because, again, we are the ones, like, let's say our Banda Brunch, we're the ones doing everything. It's an A and B team. Nobody else. Mando and I. Yes, we have a team at Guariz, but we don't have a team for everything else. We don't have a team for Party Plug, Dominating Prince, for Lily and BAE ENT, for Lily BAE, for Impro Mando. No, it's just Mando and I. So a lot of the times we're physically working. If you guys have ever been to our Banda Brunch events, you guys will literally, the girls that get there early, like 3 hours before the show starts, you guys would literally see Mando pull up
with the
tents and the backdrops, and you'll see him physically putting them up because it's us. So when the heck are we gonna grab the camera? Because that takes up time too. Yeah. Remembering to grab the camera and record, right? But anyways, so like I was saying, that's part of our business too. Again, Lily BAE's page and Pro Mando's pages, those are all part of the business. Did I miss any? Party Plug, Dominating, Guariz, Impro Mando, Lily BAE, Lily and BAE ENT, the Culture Run Club.
Oh, Culture Run Club.
We have Culture Run Club too. We started a run club a year ago.
Almost 2 years ago.
Almost 2 years ago. And we do runs with the community free for everyone, whoever wants to come at least 2 to 3 times a month.
Yeah.
So we have to create content for that. We have to take pictures. We have to actually be there. We're going to have our first run without us physically there.
That's true.
In this next upcoming week.
Is that this Saturday?
Yeah. But
okay.
we do have a team there that helps us already. And we had to talk with them like, hey, we're going to be really busy coming up. So are you guys able to hold it down? And
luckily, keep this going. Yeah.
They were down, honey. So we kind of learned based on a few different aspects of our life that, yes, we need a team. And we already knew that. We already knew we needed a team. But whenever you guys are starting off a business, you guys know damn well you can't hire right away. So even if, let's say, Guariz can afford to hire a team for the Party Plug Lily BAE, that's not how it works. Like we're not gonna hire teams for every single company until it's running like al 100. And going back, the reason why I started, let's say, my rental company business is because I have a lot of family, right? I have a lot of family that they do a lot of little side jobs and work here and there. They're always looking for work. They don't have like a established, good income.
Or
right?
We got family that they want that extra income every now and then. Yeah.
So I'm like, perfect. I'll start this. It's super easy. Pick up, drop off, and they'll have the rest of the day free. Yeah. Right? Or they can even pick up the next day in some occasions, right? But so I started this, and Lily BAE totally forgot. Hello, bitch. Before you get that busy where you can actually hire people on full time,
someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it, and someone's got to push it until it grows and it becomes that big where you can hire, right? Yep. So because of that, Mando and I were the ones doing everything. I have some friends and family that help, but they can only do so much because we have a trailer that we take for the Party Plug, and not everyone knows how to pull a trailer. So we had a lot of little things like happen here and there. But a lo que iba, fast forward to now, is when we're like, okay, yeah, I think we're at a good time where we can start hiring people to help, because we are true believers that it takes a village and that it takes a team in order to grow to the next level. So with that said, this week we hired on technically 4 new girls. I say technically because one of them kind of starts this weekend. So, but technically 4 girls, right?
Yeah. 4 girls.
Yeah. 2 for TikTok. Sorry, I have Ipo. 1 for content creating. And the other one will be
full-time
assistant. Yeah, which has been the hardest.
Excited to find. For that.
Yeah. So with that said, I feel like I told Mando, I want to kind of do a segment where I'm talking about the business and how we got to this point, and how tips on how to grow and tips on what helped us, what didn't help us, and just little things like that. Because I know there's a lot of us, especially I feel like us Latinos, we're hustlers. Like there's a lot of us that maybe we want to start a business, but we don't know where to start. Or maybe we already did, but we're stuck. Actually, somebody on live today was like, Lily BAE, I want to push my social media, which is also a business because at the end of the day, you get paid, right? But they're stuck. They don't know what to do. But with that said, the questions, there's so many questions that can be answered because business is super broad. Yeah. I feel like it will help if I was very more specific with a certain question. Like, for example, I'll give you one right here. I went to go get my hair done, and shout out to Beauty by Eric in Plant City. And we're just talking about like growing and like what his future plans are and all of that, right? And I was like, how are you doing on social media? And he was like, oh yeah, I'm good. And he starts telling me a little bit about what he's doing. And I'm like, is it okay if I go on your page and kind of tell you what I think you should be doing? And he was like, hell yeah. He was down for me to tell him, right? Because to me, it's so like easy. It comes natural to me that I forget. I feel like everyone knows everything, but I forget. A lot of people don't know some things. Right. Even if they hire people to help them, they don't know everything. And I don't know everything, but it's more of like, if you help each other and, you have a village, you have a team, you have people mentoring you, helping you, that's where the growth happens, right? So I got on his page and I was like, okay, look, you're using hashtags wrong. And I showed him how to use them. And I'm going to teach you guys too. If you guys do hair, right? If you guys do hair, obviously you want clients in your area, right? Let's say You do hair in
Phoenix,
Arizona, right? And you barely starting off your business. You're starting to post little things here and there. You kind of know about hashtags, but you do hashtag hair, hashtag balayage, because that's what your client got, hashtag haircut. So these hashtags are too broad for you. Because if you click hashtag haircut, if you click any of those 3 hashtags that I just mentioned, it's going to take you to anyone in the world
and
that
that's huge.
used hashtag haircut in the world. Imagine how many people use that, right? What you want to do is be more specific. You want clients in your area. So what do you want to do? Hashtag Phoenix hairstylist, hashtag Phoenix haircuts, hashtag, or like, let's say here in Florida, we're known for Tampa or Tampa Bay or Central Florida. You can hashtag all these things and then put your services, haircuts, or if it's facials, and little things like that. And he was like, oh, that makes so much sense. Why? Because at the end of the day, people are looking at these hashtags like Google. Google grabs hashtags. No, not Google. Instagram, TikTok. When if you type in on TikTok or Instagram, haircuts in Phoenix, it pulls from hashtags.
Yeah.
So it's gonna pull those hashtag Phoenix haircuts, and you're gonna pop up. So that was something that I kind of taught him that he had no idea about, you know? And again, I feel like we learned this 8 years ago.
And it comes like second nature for us. Like,
to me, it's like me telling you guys should drink water every day. It's important. It's like, duh, everyone knows this, but does everyone do it?
Right.
And sometimes some people genuinely don't know that. They really don't know that you're supposed to drink water every day. So with that said, today's episode, I want it to be like that, like where we teach you specific little things that maybe you guys had no idea about that could help with your business or growth or whatever.
But before we get into that, let's take a little break and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. And before we finish or continue, I want to give y'all what we're about to talk about, because we do have a lot of people, like Lily BAE said, a lot of people are interested in wanting to know how we built our businesses or what tips could we give them. So I have a lot of notes here and we're going to go into it. But this is what's going to go down. Tips on businesses, how we manage new business, and how we stay consistent on building multiple businesses, right? But you don't have to be doing multiple businesses to get these, tips and tricks. So I want to start with one. This is like a good friend of mine or ours told us that that's what he admires the most about from us and building our stuff. Start before you're ready. Execution kills perfection. Most people overthink and never launch. You don't need the perfect logo. You don't need the perfect product. You don't need the perfect plan. You just need movement. So Irving said that, like, he's like, bro, like, I see y'all start something and y'all jump on it and y'all make it happen. And that's huge. A lot of people sit back like, nah, I don't think it's a good idea. Or, I'm not ready. Or, nah, I don't have the perfect logo. Or, nah, I don't have the perfect bag for this product. And they just never start. Yeah. And that's huge. And that's something Lily BAE says a lot. She's like, we'll figure it out down the road. Yeah. And that's big. See or no? Yeah. I'm going to get into that, babe.
I want to say, like, whenever you first start a business, again, these tips are just stuff that helped us. It's not like the way, let's say.
The make or break.
Yeah, it's not going to make or break, but it's just, I want to say our tips are very realistic and it's like what's the word I want to use? Safe way. I want to say this is a safe way to grow or to start businesses, right? I want to say, well, for one, I would say whenever you guys are starting a business, you don't want to see it like work. You want to be interested in it. You want it to be something that you actually enjoy doing. Why? Because at the end of the day, your life is going to revolve around this. Yeah. So the last thing you want to do is open up something that you completely hate and it just goes nowhere. Why? Because you don't want to do it. You don't want to wake up to do it. You're not going to want to, let's say, create the content, post the content, or none of that. So right away.
It's funny that you say that because I'm like, sometimes you're like, hey, come upstairs. I'm like going crazy trying to finish this.
It's hard for me to get Mando to go to sleep, bro.
I'm literally having a good time. Last night, I was down there watching the baseball game and just creating some new things for Guariz. And then Lily's just upstairs. I don't know what she was doing, but I'm thinking she's like, where this dude's at? Like, but go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted you. But yeah, that's what it is.
So yeah, if you're good at baking, if you're good at like making designs for shirts, or if you're good at, let's say, doing nails, or doing negotiating, hair, being a salesperson, whatever that thing is that you feel like you're pretty good at or that you enjoy, and you think you can start a business from that, do it. Don't overthink it. Don't, like Mando said, don't worry about the little things. All that you will learn with time. I feel like back in the day, I want to say this was just like the rich scaring us, like normal. You need
a business plan.
They swore you needed a business plan.
A logo, a slogan.
And I feel like a lot of people, they'll get stuck at that. They don't know how to make a logo. They don't know how to, now with chat, honey, you could do anything. But you get what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like that was their way to keep them rich suppressed. And us suppressed. Exactly.
Right. Did you ever go, I think it was elementary school, to like job fair?
Uh-huh.
Well, no, it's not a job fair. It was like literally a building. And you could be a doctor in there. You could be a nurse. You could be have a grocery store or run a grocery store. Just like, was that a thing over here or no?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So for some reason, I don't know why. And I remember this. I was like, everyone was doing this, everyone was doing that. And I didn't know what the word was. But I said, you know what? That's what I want to be. Entrepreneur. I had no idea what that was. But that was what I decided to do.
Really? That's funny.
And I think I was a guy like running. I don't know what it was. It was like, I was probably like 10. So maybe 20 something years ago. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know where I was going with this, but now that I think about it, I'm like, okay, yeah, entrepreneur. But yeah, it says start before you're ready, So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
No, you're good. So yeah, I feel like once you have an idea, the hardest part after that is executing, starting, right? And nowadays, I feel like it's a little easier because back then, let's say for you to start a business, you had to open a fucking store.
Yes.
Like a legit, and takes money, right? And it takes money to add inventory or whatever. If you're a hair salon, it takes, you got to start adding like all these, the equipment, the mirrors, the buying.
Big investments.
Yeah, big investments. Nowadays, no, honey. Nowadays, you could rent a small studio, right? You don't have to. With everything there already, actually, right? You could start with just haircuts and hair dye or something like small, right? Nowadays, you see all these bakers popping up and they just post at like farmers markets, I feel like it's a lot more like reachable to start a business. You open up a Instagram account, which is absolutely fucking free, right? And yeah, later on, then you can start figuring out the logistics to it. Yeah. Oh, damn, should I LLC my thing?
You'll figure that out down the road. You'll probably get into some trouble or get delayed on things, but you'll get there, man.
Yeah, you'll get every depending on your business, everything you need might be a little different. That's why I say it's so broad. Like, hair people need a hair license. Yes, you need to go to school for that, right? But I'm sure people already know this. Bakers, you need to go probably take some food and what is it? Food and safety, like management, about courses that. And whatever, right? Pero lo que iba, a lot of people right now are starting and they're learning as they go.
Yeah.
And little by little, you start implementing or taking the courses that you need or getting the LOCs that you need to get yourself legit. But by then, you already have clientele. You think I give a fuck where I buy my sourdough from? Absolutely not. If their page looks aesthetic
and it tastes good,
and I see like it looks good, people are raving about it, I'm fucking going. Yo no voy a ir a preguntarle qué tienes y qué no tienes. Me vale madres. I'm just going to go get what I want. Y ya. And a lot of our generation is like this. But yes, at the end of the day, you do need to get yourself sooner or later like registered and make sure you're doing everything legally. But what I'm trying to say, the hardest part is just to start. Just start doing it. Start promoting yourself within your friends or your family. And little by little, you will get to A, B, C, D, E, F. You'll learn it along the way. You'll learn what you need. You'll be like, oh, wait, I want to go sell at a farmer's market. You'll get there and they'll be like, hey, do you have this vendor license? Then you'll be like, oh, shit, I need a vendor license. Google, where do I get my vendor license? And bam, get it, right? And then maybe next time you go try to sell at a store and they'll be like, okay, do you have so-and-so? And then what do? Go back, look it up, and try to do that. But anyways, the hardest part is just starting. What I'm trying to say is don't overthink it. Just start it. Open up these pages. Be realistic with the time that you have, the time that you could put into it, and if it's something that you really like. And I feel like that's already a recipe for success, right?
Next one. This one's big. And I'm going to give you how we do it and how we were successful with this tip. And how you could be successful. Ahí te va.
Wait, and by the way, I'm trying to give you guys
real life examples
as dumbed down as possible. Because it's super, it's that simple. I feel like a lot of us just overthink it.
Build around what you already have. Leverage your audience, your skills, and your network. Don't start from zero. Use your content, your following, your culture, your community. The reason I bring this part up is that for Banda Brunch, for our Lily BAE ENT, what did we do to make that successful right away? We used our leverage. We used our audience. We used our community. We already had attention. We already had trust. People already wanted to party with us. So that's why that business is successful already. It could grow more, but it's already doing good, right? Yeah. So that's what we did to start that business, and we knew it was gonna be good.
Yeah. Well, that's what
I didn't know it was gonna be this great.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we've done to start every business. Right. Everything, even the podcast, how we named it, even my mini carnales, vaquitas, like page, because obviously they get monetized too. Even that, like I feel for when we started talking about a second, third, fourth, fifth business, very, very early on, I was like, you know what? Number one, the next business that I start has to be able for us realistically to work with what we already have, right? So when we were thinking about a second business, it was actually dominating prints, right? And I was like, what should we do? What should we do? Mando wanted to start a whole nother brand. Remember, honey? Yeah. And I was like, oh, hell no, you guys. Having a brand takes up a lot. It's your whole world revolves around it because it's a lot of moving factors. Let me just give you some ideas, right? Examples. Moving factors. You need photographers, models, content creators, editors, someone fixing the website, people shipping out, people making the inventory, folding the inventory, taking count of all that. It's a lot of moving factors for a brand, right? So I was like, you know what? We already have the machines. We already have our team that knows how to make things. Let's just add more machines and start another company where we print, like a print shop for, it was more for local. We do ship too, but it was more for like local because at that point, we did have a lot of people come up to us like, hey, I know you make shirts. Could you make me this? So that's kind of what gave me the idea. Like, oh, wait, we can start a whole nother, like a sublet almost of what we're already doing, but not branded, like, okay, yeah, we can make your baseball team 20 shirts,
whatever you need.
Or yeah, we can do banners for, your store or whatever. Why? Because one, we already knew how to do that. And two, we already had the team to do it. And three, we had weekends too. That was a big thing. We are busy during the week with the girls in Guariz, gracias a Dios. But on our weekends, we were like, what can we do on the weekends? Oh, hello. Like if we have work from all these local community, like baseball teams and schools and businesses, we could work on that on the weekends. Bam, easy. That doesn't need photographers, models, photo shoots. Yes, it needs some kind of content. But other than that, it was a very easy business for us to implement into our lifestyle, right? And Then we move on to another business. We were like, okay, what was the third business? Was it Party Plug?
The Party Plug, yeah.
Yeah.
Right after that.
So that one, it came about also because, again, we had our weekends freed up. Again, Monday through Friday is Guariz 24/5. Monday through Friday. But then on the weekends, it was like, okay, we have a lot of time on the weekends. What can we do? I was already renting chairs and tables and tents at multiple times throughout the years because I had
for yourself.
a bunch of parties. Right? Not only me, but since I always had a lot of parties, my family would always call me. Hey, where do you rent your chairs? Hey, where do you rent your tents? Hey, who do you go to for the bounce houses? Hey, whatever, right? I said, you know what? I'm going to buy my own stuff. And hello, I could rent that stuff out. That's on the weekends too. That's when parties are. And that will be how we make an extra income on the weekends. One, just with my family and friends alone, these things are going to be gone all the time, right? No que les cobra. They all get it for free. But word of mouth, right?
Yeah.
Like their friends, their people that they know or whatever. So that's how we started the Party Plug. And that was a very easy thing to implement for me, at least. I'm comparing it to Guariz. I don't need models to go set up tables and chairs. You know, I don't need a photographer. I don't need people shipping out, folding, doing inventory. It was very easy compared to the brand, right? So again, what I'm trying to say is when you're trying to add another business, try to make it to where it makes sense with your lifestyle and something you can implement easier and not going to make it as stressful for you. Yes, it may be later. It could get a little more stressful because
always will, yeah.
You're going to grow. You're going to grow. But again, you'll learn with the punches. Like you'll roll with the punches and learn and, go from there.
Yep. My next tip you already talked about. Excuse me. Make it a lifestyle, not just a business. We already spoke about that. Next one. This right here is the last one, but it's the best one. Mm-hmm. And I don't have this. Luckily, Lily BAE, that's like what she thrives on, and she's the best at this. Consistency compounds, even when it feels slow.
Yeah.
Consistency is key. We say that a lot. Just consistent with it, even when it gets bad.
Yeah.
Keep going no matter what. Mm-hmm. Just consistent. If you're going to say you're going to post one time a week, make sure you do that once a week. Mm-hmm. You're going to say every day. Just consistent with everything. Even if there's no sales, you still got to post.
Yeah.
Even if you have a bakery and you have a store, make sure you have some goods in there because people are going to walk in.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, ya fui ayer y no tenía nada. I'm never going back. Correct. Consistency, right? Yeah. And that's Lily BAE's number one, right? Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like Mando said, consistency is key. We say it all the time, but let's give you a real world example, right? So you have a bakery and you're not getting that many clients, right? But you have to be consistent. You still have to open. You still have to have some baked goods. Maybe not as much. Obviously, you don't want stuff to go to waste. But I feel like get that consistent part there that you have to do opening and having stuff there. And then for the rest of the day, figure out what you can do to bring clients in. So try to get those things out the way first. For us, let's say with Guariz, honey, we got to post. Figure out a post it, get that out the way, and obviously make sure we have inventory, which we do. But then, okay, now for the rest of the 8 hours of the day, now let's strategize on what can we do to bring in clients, let's say into your bakery or to whatever. But some people, they get into this rut because let's say they have no clients. So then they don't even want to open and they don't open. Or then they don't have at least enough to get a few people's orders in, like if they do order, and they just stay in that rut all day and end up not doing nothing at all, which is where a lot of people fail. I say get the consistency part out the way and then take the rest of the time to strategize on, okay, what do I need to do to bring clients in? Do I need to, what would I do, right? If I have a bakery and I have no clients, right? What would I do? I would reach out to all the local foodies in the area that you're at. Anyone that has even a small page, it doesn't matter, big or small. I would reach out to all of them and invite them over to come try your baked goods.
Oh, that's good.
Right?
If it's good, they're going to come back.
Yes, they're going to come back, right? They'll come, they'll try, they'll do a little vlog or a little TikTok for you and, right? Obviously, that's an easy way, I would say. Some people don't think about that, though. Like, some people don't know. To me, it's like common sense, right? Number two, whenever they do come in, make sure you're nice. I get it that you might be fatigued or
in a rut,
drained,
maybe,
in a rut, but first impressions are everything. So you just got to hope for the best, wish for the best, and start every day with a positive attitude and give people that energy because they're going to feed off of that, They're going to feed off of that. You don't know the amount of places we go to, right? Just because the people's energies we go every fucking day. They're making me poor, you guys. Just because their energy is so like it wakes you up, attracting and good positive vibes, and
I want to get my day started here. Like,
yeah.
let's go.
So sometimes like maybe your bakery is not doing great, not because the product's not good. It just maybe you gotta and nowadays I don't even consider a bad location being an excuse. But let's say that was your excuse. You swear you're in a bad location, honey. Our generation travels.
We travel anywhere
for
if it's
food.
good. Yep.
We don't care if it's in the hood. We don't care if you're selling from your house. How many coffee spots do you see in Cali and Phoenix that are selling from their house and killing it? Right? Like people don't care about the aesthetics or about it being at the perfect location. They feed off of energy and if the product is good, period, right? So yeah, that's a little tip that I would do if I had a restaurant or bakery or even a boutique or anything like that where I feel you guys could be struggling a little bit more than online. I feel like online right now is honestly killing it more than a face of storefront because obviously you see the malls are dying, right? What would I do if I had any storefront? That's what I would do. Invite people to your store. You have to give back in order to get more.
Yeah.
You have to spend a little money to make money.
Yep.
And that is totally
attention.
true.
Yep.
Invite people to come shop, influencers, people that are trying to, people that are trying to be influencers, all these little and all these little hacks that I've been telling you, tell them, if you can you use hashtag Tampa Bakery or hashtag Tampa Boutique?
Yeah.
Like you could tell them, right? But that's just, again, another little tip from so many that I have that I could.
Yeah, we could go on and on and on. This podcast could be like 5 hours long, but we're going to go into this or that business edition, babe. And it's going to be speed round.
Wait, and let me get into one more thing before you say that.
Bonus.
And the reason why I gave you this tip is because it works. It works. Again, remember, people are using TikTok and Instagram as Google nowadays. When Mando's like, hey, where do you want to go eat? I go to TikTok. Tampa restaurants.
Or Tampa's best sushi.
Tampa's best sushi. It's literally my Google. And I know it's not only mine, it's yours too. So there's a lot of backlash on influencers and no, it still fucking works, you guys. It works. Don't think it doesn't. You just have to be a little strategic when you're looking for an influencer. Let's say you're looking for an influencer to come to your shop to eat your cookies, right? Obviously, foodie influencers literally right up that niche. People that follow them are people that are foodies in that area. So that's going to work. Now, if you go maybe invite someone that does makeup and a lot of their following is like somewhere else, that's not going to work for you unless you ship, right? So you also have to do a little bit of homework as to who you're inviting, but influencers do work.
Yeah.
It's not their fault that you're not doing your homework on maybe asking them for their analytics, which you can. You're giving them free product. You have all the right to be like, hey, by any chance, can I see like, are your followers from this area? Yeah. Or maybe you know that they are from that area, which is a good thing. But there's a lot out there that we don't know about. So it is up to you to do a little bit of homework. See if people are responding to their posts, if they have good engagement. Like little things like that is a way you can do your homework before inviting like just anybody to come over,
Got it. There you go. Lily BAE's, I think there was 4 or 5 tips.
Again,
no, it's
too many
good.
tips.
I think it's good because this is what we're here for. Like, if we're able to help you guys or you guys are interested in starting a business, like watch this podcast or share it with somebody. Very important. But let's get into this or that business edition. I like this. You ready? Speed round. Tell me which one.
Which one works better?
Yeah. Okay. Organic content or paid ads?
Organic.
Posting daily or posting strategically?
Posting daily.
Perfect content or real content?
Real content.
Real content for sure. One viral video or consistent growth?
Consistent growth.
Big audience or loyal audience?
Loyal audience.
Like community, right?
Yep.
Trends or original content?
Original content.
Selling all the time or storytelling?
Storytelling.
Multiple businesses or one focused business?
Oh, I like multiple.
Cheap pricing or premium pricing?
Cheap pricing or premium?
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on your service. I think either works.
Okay. Last one. Doing everything yourself or delegating?
Delegating.
Delegating for sure. And that's something that I've been trying to do. Lily BAE is great at it. You delegate everything.
I need you to do this. You do that.
Yep.
You do this. You do that.
Yep. But
wait, I want to go back to the
for
multiple
sure.
businesses or one focus.
Okay.
I would say for the average person just starting, one focus
one
is gonna
focus.
work. Do one thing and keep doing it.
It's gonna work.
That. Keep pushing that. Once you have that running itself, then you can add more. You could add more, but strategically, I would say strategically. But yeah, doing one
first,
thing,
and then you can expand if you can.
And learn from that. Learn what worked, what didn't work. It's not going to be overnight, you guys, but start right now. Start right now, and little by little, you look at us. 8 years later, we're like, damn, I can't believe Guariz has been running for 8 years.
That's crazy.
You know? Guariz, 8 years. The Cruda Realidad, what, like 4 years?
4 years.
Right? Dominating Prince.
2 years.
Yeah. Party Plug, 3 years?
2, 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lily BAE ENT, 6 months.
Yeah. And some are going to grow faster than others.
Yeah,
it's
some
okay,
are going to take over.
Yeah, fucking Lily and BAE ENT bond that brunch. You guys can't get enough of that. Like, there's only so many weekends I could be outside, you guys.
Yep. But before we go, babe,
I'm down.
I have top 3 Zodiac signs built for business. And right here, the first one is ¿cuál, babe? ¿Cuál está ahí primero?
Taurus. Just kidding. Number 1, Capricorn, the CEO energy.
Okay.
Capricorns are natural builders. They think long-term, move strategic, and don't mind starting from the bottom. They win in business because they're extremely disciplined, patient with growth. They play the long game, structured and organized. Number 2, that's me, honey.
Who could it be?
The money magnet. I didn't make this up, by the way. Don't think. Taurus is about stability, money, and consistency. They don't fold under pressure. Why they win in business, consistent is no matter what. Number 2, good with money and assets. And number 3, focuses on quality and long-term value. Is that me or no?
That's you.
Honey, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek. We've been working on, I'm going to just tell y'all straight up. We've been working on workout clothes for Guariz.
For years.
And if you guys are OGs, you guys know that I have been talking about this for years, at least 6 years that I have been looking for the quality that I'm looking for, yada, yada.
Finally here.
A lot of other people be like, I've been working on this for a whole year. I've been working on this for 6 years. I finally found something that I like and I'm excited for. So that's coming soon. But yeah, we're focused on quality and long-term for sure. And the last one, Leo, the brand builder. Leos know how to capture attention and build a brand people follow, which is everything today. Why they win in business: strong leadership presence, naturally attract people, perfect for marketing and influence, and confident decision makers.
There you have it. Top 3 Zodiac signs built for business. I agree with number 2, Taurus. Amazing. She's really good. Before we go, I want to motivate you guys with something really quick. Just keep fucking going, man. I say that a lot, but just keep going. At one point, maybe 1 or 2 years ago, I was like, damn, where is this going? I had no idea. And look at me now with so much mental clarity. I have the best sleep ever right now. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. And all I got to say is just keep going. Just keep going. Don't quit, because it's going to get better. I promise you that.
Yeah.
And that's it. Once again, thank you guys for joining us on episode 171 of the TCR podcast. Look at me rambling on the podcast and becoming a podcast beast after 171 episodes. You should go back to episode number 1 and 2, man. That was horrible. But yeah, just keep going. That's
Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you on the next potty. Bye.
See you guys.